Today, we're talking with Alexis Diaz. She is a content creator, a YouTuber, and a real estate agent here at Real Broker. And we'll be getting her thoughts and feedback on what it's actually like being an agent here at Real Broker. Alexis, how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing really good. Thank you so much for joining me today. Do you mind
Absolutely.
telling me a little bit about your real estate career and how you ended up here at Real Broker?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I started real estate I got my license in December 2019, and I did what every agent for what I've come to know is that you go with KW. They're the first. They're
That's
all
ironic.
new agents go with them, right? And so that's what I did. But it wasn't for me. I stood there for about 6 months, I want to say. I didn't do much. It just wasn't for me. Anyways, I then was introduced to EXP Realty. I spent 4 years there. Great group of people, great culture. And then I just switched over to Rio.
I love it. Yeah, about a month ago, right?
Yes, it's been a month.
And so what most attracted you to Real Broker?
So I would say I'm a very feeling type of girl, right? It felt right. And especially being able to have two sponsors from coming from EXP where you're only able to have that one sponsor, right? And I love that Real has the two sponsors. So I feel like you get the best of both worlds with two sponsors in the sense of like, especially if one sponsor is like maybe not in state and the other one is, right? But you can still call that sponsor if you have any issues or you need, some kind of guidance. So I really love that. And I'm not mad at the splits either. They're definitely different. And no monthly fee. I'm not mad at that either.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, the co-sponsorship is pretty unique, and it just interconnects our entire community. It's and what Sharon always says is collaboration over competition, and that co-sponsorship just really allows us to collaborate with more agents, just connect with more agents, just be one big community rather than smaller isolated communities. Well, now that you've been here for a little while and you've kind of played around with our technology, what do you think about the technology here at Real Broker, and how's this compared to other companies that you've been with?
Man, I really, really like Leo.
Oh, really?
The AI. I love that we have that feature because like let's say if I wanted to check, okay, where am I capped yet? How much do I have more to cap? Or how many closed transactions do I have so far? Like you literally could ask Leo and he'll be able to help you and answer that. And if he can't answer you, then he's going to send you articles that would be able to answer your question. So I absolutely love that so far. I really, really, really like that we can. So for example, there's some builders who will only cut one check at closing. And I love that they can send that check to me and I can upload that check into our app and I get paid faster, right? So I love that feature as well.
I love it. And what do you think about the app? Do you use that very often in your own business?
I use the app. Right now I've just used the app for like my transactions and I'm just keeping tabs of everything, making sure that everything is the way it needs to be.
Hmm.
I love that I was just introduced maybe a few weeks ago, the I don't know what tab. Oh, it's the events tab where you can see all of the different classes. You can even go back to the past classes because they're recorded. And I absolutely love that because it's just an added resource.
Yeah, well, that's a good segue into training and what's your experience been with the training and the masterminds and live streams, is the collaboration that we've had here at Real?
So I haven't done much of the trainings just because I'm really heavy deep into production right now.
Yeah.
So what I do like is that I did the training. I joined the Zoom when Sharon was doing the buyer consultation,
Yeah.
and I absolutely enjoy his presence even though it's virtual, right? He just so for me, I need things broken down very, very in very simple terms. Like when people talk big vocabulary words and I can't connect with you. Like I'm just like, just talk simple to me, just talk basic, right? And so Sharon does. He talks very, very basic and simple terms, like he were talking to his children, right? And that's just the way I learn and I understand. So I could definitely appreciate that. It's just very yeah, I can how what's that word? Like
I
I
get
don't
what
know, I
you're saying.
resonate
Yeah,
with
yeah.
it.
Yeah. I mean, Sharon is like a legit business mogul. I love him so much. He's got a great personality, a great big heart as well. And he's an incredibly smart guy. Now, culture and community, obviously really important to a lot of agents as well. How would you describe your experience with the culture and the community here at Real?
I mean, honestly, so far it's been great, especially like, okay, I'm gonna be very honest. I think, me personally, especially coming from EXP, where you kind of have like the sponsor and their upline and all of that, I'm very, very well versed in that. And I do think that it's important to like who your sponsors are, right? And for me, I've had just nothing but great experience and support. And I love that like people have reached out to me like, hey, let's jump on a call, inviting me to masterminds. Lana Rodriguez, she's amazing as when it comes to that. She'll text me, she'll invite me to masterminds that she's holding and that she's hosting and things like that. So it kind of feels like, what I like about it is that it does feel like a community. Like it's just not, okay, well, you are on that person's upline, so you can't be a part of that, right? You're not invited. So I do like that everyone is invited.
Yeah, I love that sentence as well. We have one community, we have one community. And the interesting thing is like we've built this one community so large that like a single downline at another company can't even compete with us. Like they can't compete with how much value you get out of accessing this entire community. And so now that you've been here for a little while, what is your favorite thing about Real Broker? If you had to pick just one thing out of everything.
I would say what we just talked about is that one community. I think that's very important because when it comes to different like downlines and all that stuff, and if people who are watching this and they don't know what that is, right? Like if they, I don't know, just me coming from EXP, I can only speak on, what I've experienced and things like that. I just personally like that one community aspect of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Alexis, anybody wanted to follow you on social media, where can they find you?
Yeah, so all my platforms is Evolve in Real Estate with Alexis Diaz.
I love it. All right, Alexa, thank you so much. I can't wait to see you at some of these Real Broker events.
Oh, I'm excited. I can't wait either.